Are you ready for more, Layton? Because I'm not. So if you remember, we did a trial and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's not what happened. Anyway, let's go. Oh my god. That's the Great Witch Bizella. Legendary witch from ancient times. She is the source of all evil and the one who gives rise to all other witches. As long as the Great Witch Bizella is alive, there will always be witches in Labyrinthia. Apparently, that is the commonly held belief. Therefore, if Bizella were to be put to the fire, there will be no further need for these trials. In other words, no Bizella and no witches, right? But how does that all implicate Isabella? Well, for one, they rhyme. Oh boy, okay. I think I said I was doing fine, mostly, except for physically, for which I feel really shitty, and have been feeling shitty all day, because earlier this morning, like at 4 o'clock in the morning, I woke up with a huge migraine and had to puke, and that was fun, so yeah. Still kind of shaking up in my stomach from that, but otherwise I'm doing okay, I guess. Anyway, stuff and things. By the way, Professor, you seem to know a lot about all of this. Professor and I discovered a mural of the Great Witch Bizella in a room below the library. And it looked like it was painted a long time ago, that's for sure. You mean like a wall painting of Bizella? Indeed, there were some historical remains hidden beneath the library. Found it there. At any rate, I'd very much like to investigate Bizella in greater detail. I'm afraid my knowledge extends no further than the legend known to the townspeople. In that case, I guess we have no choice but to ask Isabella. Maybe she can tell us why she's accused of being Bizella. Well, yeah, but didn't they tell us we can't see her for a while? Come on, we've never let that stop us before. That's very true, yeah. And that, Maya, is how we always end up in all sorts of trouble. Oh, fine. Just leave it to me. It's nothing that a little sweet-talking can't fix. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Hey, look, pal. We need to see Isabella. It's a matter of life and death. I'm not sure I will qualify that as sweet talk, but rather more of a full-on assault. Did you not hear what Inquisitor Barnum said? Isabella Cannabella is currently undergoing questioning, and while a thing that I skipped accidentally. Can't you do something? Hey, keep it down, will you? Orders are orders. No matter how many times you ask, the answer will still be no. Now be on your way, will you? Go on, shush. Access denied. That much is obvious. Can't believe Mr. Barnham took Isabella into custody just because of that outburst. That reminds me, something Inquisitor Barnum said has been bothering me. It was not I who made the decision. I believe that's how he put it. Ah yeah, that's right. So in other words, there's someone of higher authority than Inquisitor Barnum, huh? Well, naturally. That's it. We'll just go and ask that person instead. But who in Labyrinthia could have more authority than Inquisitor Barnum? Well, I know how to find out. Let's ask around, Luke. Not you again. Don't give up, do you? Like I said before, you cannot see. It's not a speller. There's someone else that we'd like to see. That's right. We'd like you to take us to the person ranked above Inquisitor Barnum. Above Inquisitor Barnum? You're not telling me that you want to see the High Inquisitor? So they're called the High Inquisitor then. What's this? Are you seriously suggesting you don't even know of High Inquisitor Darklaw? Oh boy. Another fantastic name. High Inquisitor Darklaw? That's weird. I can't help but feel I've heard that name somewhere before. I'm sorry, but could you tell us where we can find that person? Please, do me a favor and don't ask. She's not the sort of person you can just drop in and see, believe me. If there's something of importance we wish to discuss with her. People really are fearless. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Meet High Inquisitor Darklaw, you must go to the Inquisitor's Hall. Just be careful not to upset her. I understand. Thank you for your assistance. Is the High Inquisitor really so fearsome? Of course not. Not our High Inquisitor. He's wonderful, beautiful, intelligent. Just a little strict, though. You don't have to go mentioning what I said about upsetting her, understood? Don't worry. You can rely on us, I guess, maybe? High Inquisitor. That title sounds really high up on the food chain, doesn't it? Apparently, if we go to the Inquisitor's Hall, we can see her from there. Well, we won't achieve anything by standing here. Let's go and see her. Hooray! Ditch this place. Yeah, really. Is Bardic not gonna be here today? Ah, I can see Inquisitor Barnum over there. Okay. Okay! Which means that woman standing next to him must be... High Inquisitor Darklaw. He looks so serious. It might be difficult to butt in. Perhaps we should wait until they've finished their conversation. I'm noticing screen tearing and I don't like it. We have prepared for the questioning of Vespella Cannibala in the Death Knell dungeon. Would you like to see her now? Barnum, I intend to leave the questioning of the girl to you. But if she's indeed the Great Witch, shouldn't the High Inquisitor be there? It's not necessary that I be present, and I have much faith in your abilities. Understood. I will not let you down. I intend to visit the scene of the crime. You take care of things here while I'm away. Scene of the crime? You mean... That's right. It's unlikely there are any clues left, though. Anyway, the questioning is yours, Barnum. Hey, Bardic. Hello. Yes, milady. Not sure where all the other faggots are. I'm guessing Gigi's dead, as usual, and Vincent is probably being gay. Anyway, looks like they've finished talking. Visitor Barnum. Yo, how did you get in here? Through the door? We didn't intend to eavesdrop, though. Visitor Barnum, there's something we'd like to ask you. No time right now. Fuck off. And he's gone. On to question Vespella. It would appear that we have to find what we need to know from High Inquisitor. So, you're the High Inquisitor. From the way you talk, one would think we had already met. Certainly have never met before. But I did have the opportunity of seeing you at the Storytellers Parade. Cut to low-resolution screenshots of an FMV we saw. That's right, Professor. During that parade, she was standing right next to the Storyteller. Oh my god. Storyteller, isn't he the one who, he's known as the creator in this town. So, any person who gets to stand by his side has to be someone important, right? Did you all just come here to stand around speculating? If so, there's a quiet cell in a dungeon which has just become vacant. You can speculate all you want in there. Just a moment, Miss Darklaw. We have to come to here to talk to you. Me? Nobody ever does that. That's right, it's all about this trial. We'd like to ask you about it. Visitors do not make a habit of discussing the details of trials with just anyone. Just anyone? We, or in particular, he, acted as a spell's attorney, but that is hardly just anyone. It's me, alright. Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. So, you're the one. You're the knight of the court who opposed Inquisitor Barnum, aren't you? Received a detailed report. Wait, hold on. How quickly did he fucking write up a report? What? Most interesting. Hold on. There we go. So, what would you like to know? First of all, what the fuck is up with those cones on your head? They make you look like, I don't know if it's intentional, but they look like devil horns. Also, it looks really fucking dumb. Anyway, how about this fella? This fella was proven innocent at the last trial. Despite that, she's now being accused of being Bezella, even though there is no decisive evidence to support that claim. Just a moment, before we discuss that, there is one thing I need to make clear. While it's true that you acted as a spellless defender in the last trial, that does not necessarily mean to say you will be defending her again. What do you mean? Just because the trial is different, that doesn't mean the fact that doesn't change the fact that I'm her attorney. The charge against the spell Cannabella is of the gravest nature. You mean the charge that she is the Great Witch Bezella? Makes you think the accused wants you to defend her again. Does that mean that if Vespella doesn't ask Nick to defend her again, then he can't request to be her defense attorney? Correct. The Great Witch Bezella is the source of all other witches. Her defender could, by their own words, place themselves in great danger. Knowing Vespella's kind nature, I don't think she'd want to subject anyone to that risk. Why she kept quiet earlier. That's. However, Vespella is, at this very moment, undergoing questioning, is she not? And there's a possibility that she may be cleared of the suspicion of being a witch. Yeah, right. There can't possibly be evidence of Vespella actually being a witch. Oh my god, how could anyone prove that? Just how well do you people really think you know Vespella? Eh? On what grounds can you say that she's not a witch, or that there is no evidence? I'd be glad to have you explain that to me. That's not fair. I should ask Darklaw about Bezella, maybe. We are certainly not experts when it comes to the Great Witch Bezella, so could you perhaps tell us more about that particular witch? To begin with, is the Great Witch not just a figure of legend? Great Witch Bezella does exist. That is a fact accepted by all of the townsfolk. In the past, the Great Witch Bezella used her evil power to burn the entire town. She burned the town. Professor, we saw that witch in the picture in the library. She was burning the town. The Great Witch Bezella uses her powers. This town could burn again as it did long ago. We have to capture Bezella before that can happen. But there's no way Isabella could ever do something like that. One thing I'd really like to know is why Isabella of all people is suspected of being Bezella. Thoughts? Of course there is one reason. One reason? From what you've told us so far, it seems there's something about Isabella that we do not yet know. Something which makes the townsfolk and you yourself believe that she is the Great Witch Bezella. Could you tell us what that reason is? Something you will have to investigate. As the High Inquisitor, do you think it will be in my best interests to provide you with that information? Oh please, if you could just tell us a little more. Whoops, that was the wrong tone. I don't have to tell you anything. If you really want to know, you find out for yourselves, faggots. And at least let us see Isabella. The Inquisitor Barnum is questioning Isabella right now, is that right? He sure dearly is, so seeing her tonight will be difficult. Try coming back tomorrow. Right, fine. We'll try again tomorrow. That we will. Nuts. I hope you all realize how this will look to the people of this town, when they see you all supporting the person suspected of being the Great Witch Bazella. When it comes to rescuing Isabella, I'm not worried about what people think. And I feel the same way as Mr. Wright. That's what I was hoping to hear. At the very least, you should investigate. And I pray I don't see disappointment in your eyes the next time we meet. Now if you'll excuse me. Hey Nick, I was thinking, we've met her before, haven't we? Yeah, we have, in that trial back in England. Huh? And who on earth is she? I'm not entirely sure, but at that time she was a teacher from a boarding school for girls. Was she indeed? It would seem Labyrinth is packed full of puzzles, and this is one puzzle that I would really like to solve. Okay then, leave it to me, I'll give it my best shot. Or shall we begin? While I appreciate your enthusiasm, Luke, I wonder if it might be better to first return to the bakery. Mrs. Eckler is no doubt worried about us. We should let her know about the situation. Right. We need to tell her about the trial. I have a feeling that's not going to go too well. I think you did well, Mr. Wright. I'm sure she'll understand. Like a mother to Isabella. Must be worried sick about her. Okay, everyone, let's head back and tell her everything. That's how the court proceedings went and the way the townspeople reacted. Isabella would seem you do indeed have a secret. Answers, you are 40 minutes too late, you Gaylord. I feel like it's been a while since we've been out here in the fresh air. Indeed. Shall we head back to the bakery? Oh my god. Yikes. Whoa. Come on, frisky little puppy. Cute little guy, huh? Just begging to be petted, aren't you, boy? Good boy, good little doggy. See, look, Nick, he's so happy he's showing his teeth like he's smiling. I'm not so sure dogs show their teeth when they're happy. Don't be such a spoil sport. Come on, try petting him. Alright, let me give this a shot. Come on, here, boy. Mr. Wright, don't pet him. Huh? I guess even cute little puppies have a bite worse than their bark. Are you alright, Mr. Wright? I tried to warn you. I guess you can't always judge a dog by its looks. It may look cute, but what he was saying wasn't cute at all. What do you mean what he was saying? Right, Miss Faye, Luke can understand animals for some reason. Whoa, that's crazy. Like magic. Luke, you have magic powers just like the witches do. Given the current circumstances, I'm not so sure that's a good thing. I wish I could talk to animals. I'd love to talk to a puppy, or even the Spella's cat, Eve. Puppy's way of talking reminded me a lot of Inquisitor Barnum. That's something like, I'll only say this once, Sir Blue Knight. I, Constantine, do not permit you to stroke me. Or words to that effect. So the dog's name is Constantine, huh? Perhaps that dog could have been Inquisitor Barnum's dog. I'm sure of it. He ran off in the direction of the Inquisitor's Hall. Maybe he's going to meet his master. That dog is just like his owner, constant. Constantly barking, constantly biting Nick, and constantly adorable. So, Maya, you mean you really believe in my ability? Trust me, look, when it comes to people and their special abilities, nothing surprises me. You myself, you know. Okay then, let's go back to the bakery. Come on. I guess so. I think I've been bitten enough for one night. By dog and by his owner. Phoenix, Maya, why are you back so late? You whippersnappers. Sorry, we're late. It's just that, well, about Espella. What are you two looking so glum about? What's so surprised? Huh? Just how is it that you could do such a brilliant job as a defender? It was wonderful the way you proved the spell innocent. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Not at all, no need to thank me. After all, the spell is still... I know, Phoenix. Oh, were you watching the trial? I certainly was, Maya. There is no reason for you to look so glum. We stood up to the Inquisition. In all my life, I've never seen anything like it. That outstretched arm, that pointing finger, it was truly a sight to behold, Phoenix. Boss. Ah. That's why I'm not at all worried. Huh? Because I believe in you, Phoenix. What's it gonna be, Phoenix? Your ideals? Or your mentor? You were a rescuer, won't you? I will. I'll be there for her no matter what, right to the very end. That's a promise now, you hear? Now then, you must both be tired after all you've been through. You must have a good rest, and that means you two gentlemen as well. Oh, you mean us? Of course. Why, if it hadn't been for you two, Phoenix couldn't have done what he did. Thanks, madam. Perhaps I should bring out another extra large loaf for our young apprentice here. No, I mean, I'm fine, really, but thanks for the offer. Nick, we have to give it all we got, for the boss's sake. Got that right. Might be difficult to rest right after a trial like that. Tonight, perhaps we should all try to get a good rest, as Mrs. Eckler suggests. I agree, Professor. Tomorrow's a new day, after all. Go inside, then. If we don't take that rest, we won't be able to do our best tomorrow. Hope Espella is able to rest for tonight as well. Cut to a picture of her in a really gloomy cell with rats crawling all over her. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. I did enter the bakery. What do you want me to do? Go here? Well then, let's all turn in for the night. Why couldn't I do that? Same cutscene in the bedroom. What? Nuts. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube doesn't allow links for anybody who isn't a moderator. I really wish I could turn that off because it's fucking stupid. Hold on. Might even bother to write them a support ticket about that, but eh. Ah, is that you, Maya? Hey, Luke, what's the matter? Can't sleep? Kinda woke up, but then I guess you did too, right? You're worried about that Spella, aren't you? Yeah. After all, you were living here together. She must be like a member of the family. But you and Mr. Wright found yourselves here in Labyrinthia just like me and the professor, didn't you? Seems that way, even though we've supposedly been living here for 5 years now. Those memories didn't exactly turn out to be real. Got no idea how I even had that kind of memory in the first place. On top of that, even the boss seemed to have the same exact memory of us. She's done so much to take care of us. When I think about it, I can't help but feel like we were deceiving her, you know? I don't think you have any reason to feel that way, Maya. It's not your fault that your memories have changed. And even if the memories are different, sure your feelings for Mrs. Eckler and Isabella are real. You're so right, Luke. Thanks. I feel way better now. Not at all. It's nothing. Alright. I'm gonna try real hard and get my beauty sleep. Be up faster and you can say goodnight. I'm not so sure beauty is achieved by sleeping, or that sleep is something you can try hard at, but I'm definitely ready to sleep. Maya, did you just say something? Eh, I didn't say anything. But I'm sure I heard something. Maybe it was from outside. Wonder what it was. Let's go and have a look, Luke. Even though I just said I was gonna crash. But fuck that. Hey, isn't that Patty over there? Looks like she's searching for something. If... Goodness me, where could that cat have gone? It doesn't normally go wandering off at this time of night. Suppose you're worried about Isabella too, aren't you? Ah, Isabella. Wonder what she's doing right now. Is she crying herself to sleep? Don't worry, Isabella. You've got friends here, and we're going to make sure you come home to us safely. When you do, we'll all sit down and have a nice dinner together. Boss. Boss. Worrying so much about Isabella, she looks so sad. It really does. Must be so hard for her. Thoughts. Maya, I've got a great idea. Let's go and find Eve for her. If Eve still isn't back by the time Isabella comes home, we'd miss her for sure. And Mrs. Eckler could relax a little too. Look, you're fucking genius! You're genius, lad. Let's go and find Eve for Isabella and Patty. And I wonder where she could have gone. We'll probably find her quicker if we ask around for a bit. Eve is easy to recognize. She looks quite distinctive and has that scarf around her neck. Sure, someone must have seen her. Correction, you're not just a little genius, you're a super mega huge genius. It's nothing. I mean, I'm the professor's apprentice. Let's get this show on the road. How about we start by looking around the town center? Right you are, Maya, but we better take care since we'll be in the streets all night. Don't worry though, if anything happens you can rely on me. It's the job of every gentleman to protect the lady. Let's go. As the grown-up here, I can't help but feel like it should be me who's doing the protecting. Stop talking at fucking dogs in the chat. This isn't a dog game. Make way for something. I skipped. Ah, sorry. Phew, okay, everything seems to be okay. What is it? It's a little late in the evening to be delivering letters, isn't it? Yes it is, but I'm the only courier in this town, which means I'm always busy, even at this time of day. What? You're the only one? That must be tough. So, what is it then? What can I do for you? Alright, you haven't seen a black cat anywhere around here, have by chance? Black hat. Ah! What she said. I do believe I did. I saw it. The cat, I mean. Wait, really? That's great. Can you tell us about it? Well, I could, but I'm wondering. Can I tell you for free? Oh, don't have any money on us, if that's what you mean. No, not money. It's just, I'm kind of in a bind. You see, I got this puzzle here. Red and blue letters are scattered all over town, ready to be collected. Constantine's route stipulates that he turn left or right after certain letters. It seems he's forgotten the route. Help Constantine remember his route around the town so that he collects every single letter. Rearrange the order of the letters in the list to alter your routes. What? Okay. What? So this is the order in which Joe picked up, alright? So does it warp around, or what exactly? Huh? I don't understand this. What happens if I do this? Ah, okay. I see. Alright. It's interesting, I guess. Okay. There's standard emojis, though. Anyway, hold on. They're also good because I can do this. Where is it? There we go. Wait, there's another one though. Actually. Namely... Hold on, give me a second. There you go. Anyway, we're supposed to solve puzzles here, so let's try that. Right. Okay, so... Okay. I don't remember solving this one, to be honest. Kinda weird. Has to be a red one anyway. No matter what I do. And then... Yeah. That's wrong. Okay, I remember, like, that you don't necessarily have to do puzzles in this one. You can, like, put them up for layer. So it might have been that. I'm not one to fucking solve every puzzle. Screw that shit. Actually, maybe... Wait, no, that doesn't make any sense because directions are fixed. Right. I could have turned it up. I do. Nice, Karen. I approve of that. Okay, I got it now. By accident, even. Hooray! On accident purpose.
Leave it to your friendly neighborhood spirit medium. Check it out, Nick.
Yeah, check it. I actually quite like her voice here. It's not annoyingly screechy. Anyway. Hey, that's amazing. I don't know where to go, thanks. Doesn't like that as a piece of cake. Now then, a promise is a promise. Let me tell you about the cat. Although I didn't actually see it. Cat, I mean. I more heard it, or rather, about it. The minstrel near the fountain was singing about this black cat. Near the fountain? That's in the town center, isn't it? Right. Well, time's ticking. Better get going. Those won't deliver themselves, you know. The letters, I mean. Wow, that's a world-class sprint. Now that's determination. Come on, Luke. Put the pedal to the metal. Hey, Maya, wait for me. I don't think Crying Co will ever actually play this one because there's no 3DS simulators. Get one pincers. Hold on, maybe I can. Ah, shit, you can make. Hold on, you can make my 911 one even better. Ah, god, yeah. Got one critical component, or actually two. Hold on, where is it? Hey. Good evening, sir. There's something we'd like to ask you. Have you heard about 9/11? What's the matter? You're a bit quiet this evening, aren't you? I wonder what's up. A sore throat, maybe? C'est la vie, c'est la vie. C'est la vie? I have no choice but to retire. C'est la vie. Yikes. Alas, now a rival has up and appeared, so how can I sing when I'm so afeared? Simple bard just cannot compete, with a rival that strong he cannot be beat. America, fuck yeah! Please, calm down, what do you mean? Huh? Oh, that bard with the parrot on his shoulder, wrapped in colors, he couldn't be bolder. When he sings, it is with such grace, he draws the eyes of all in the place. This bardy bard named Bardley, no bird sits on his shoulder, dressed so drably he can hardly compete with the bard who is bolder. It would seem some amazing new rival has appeared. Woe is me. Well, for starters, could you try perking up a little? Perking up? Need some color to cheer up my day. Need some color to replace the gray. You need color? For example, bright colors such as these. The stained glass window above has been beautifully painted using 4 bright colors. Paint a similar stained glass window so that each neighboring color is different. Oh my god. One of these. What does that mean? I only have one of these? Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I see. Alright, let's get a painting. Matter so far. There we go.
See what you think of this.
Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Oh, let me do the next one too.
Gorgeous. Apparently. I don't think I'll agree. Look at this, Mr. Bartley. Colors are beautiful. On, cheer up. A minstrel isn't judged by appearances, he's judged by his songs. I'm certain that there are many people who love to hear your songs. Absolutely. I, for one, would love to hear more of your songs. For realsies? Yeah, for sure. For real, see, surely? Yes, truly, really. Oh, yes, you're right. Now I feel reborn. There's no reason for me to feel so forlorn. I shall sing to my heart's content, morn, noon, and night, on and on and on. I won't give up without a fight. That's more like it. At least he's perked up enough to continue singing. Yeah, too right. That's a relief. In return for the cheer that you did bring, now more than ever, I'll continue to sing. Welcome. Still, it seems like there's another minstrel somewhere in town. Oh, kindly duo, what could it be? What brings you to Bartley? What would you ask of me? Oh, I almost forgot. Mr. Bartley, have you seen a black cat anywhere around here? Seen it, I've seen it. I've seen a black cat. Since you're asking, I'll sing about that. Beautiful black cat with fur so sleek, chased and chased, ran to the main street. The knights gave chase, but it didn't last. The cat got away by running so fast. That's it, Luke. Eve must have gone to the main street. Come on, Maya, let's go that way. Yeah, he mentioned something about Eve being chased. You'd better hurry. Okay. Is that? No, that's not. This Main Street? Where's Main Street? I forget. Town Square. Nope. Where are the skirts? Nope. Where the fuck is that shit again? No, here we go. Oh boy. If we don't hurry up and fight that cat, it'll get away from us. Come on, give me a break. Just how long do you intend to chase after cat? If we don't get back to our posts, the captain's going to blow his top. Even so, I'm sure that cat was astray. Surely it's part of the code of chivalry to go rescue people and animals without distinction. But we've done nothing but chase it around. Sheesh, why did you have to be in our squad? Did you hear that, Maya? Those knights are talking about the cat. Yep, and I bet they're talking about Eve. Let's ask them. Excuse me, sir. We're looking for a black cat. We overheard you talking about the cat. Looking for a black cat wearing a purple neck scarf. Eh? Cat, you say? That must be. Hey, wait a minute. Aren't those two the ones who gave Inquisitor Barnum such a hard time at the trial? Ah, those are the ones, alright. They were with that defender. What business could you possibly have with us? Be off with you, or feel our wrath. I know nothing of this cat you seek. Huh? But I heard you were talking about chasing a cat. Yeah, I heard you too. You were worried about her escaping. But even so, I don't know what I don't know and can't tell you what I can't tell. Come on, just tell us. We need to find her. You can ask as much as you like. But we know nothing, saw nothing, heard nothing. Oh boy. Three disgruntled knights claim to have seen Eve wander by down the street. Sadly, they are not very cooperative and have supplied us a rather dubious set of clues. Use the method. The knight's clues to trace Eve's path through the town, starting at S and ending at the cat icon. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. So the only one could have seen the middle one was like this. Since there's otherwise no. Maybe like this, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Wait, yeah. Oh, what? It's not what it shows though, is it? Naturally, for some reason, circles are not allowed. Let's... Like, is this permitted by the middle one? I'm not sure. Even so, then it doesn't make any sense. One has to be it. This doesn't make any fucking sense. What? Like if the middle is entirely accurate, then the only place where that could be is like, or the only way that could go is like this. But once you do that, there's no way to do the other two. And this is not permitted. Neither is this, so... What? Can't make any loop-de-loops either, so... Is this also possible? I'm so confused. Sure, whatever. Okay. Not really helpful, is it? Whatever. I don't really give a shit about picarets. Nope, obviously not.
Oh man, that was no good.
Uh... Right. 4 turns, it said. Not sure how that's possible. Am I thinking about this wrong? I don't even see... You have to trace the path from start to finish using the directions given on the top screen. And we also know from the hints that Eve made a total of 4 turns only, which is bizarre. Make any sense to me? I'm not sure if this is permitted, because the middle one seems to conflict this. Even though everything else seems fine, maybe? I don't know. Since this fucking middle one seems to implicate something like this, I can't imagine any solution involving that. I don't even remember if I submitted this one. Alright, why not?
Let's do it, Luke.
Nope.
And we were doing so well together.
Whatever, fuck it. Try to persuade them, Luke. So I guess I have to solve this one. Never mind them. Fuck. God damn it. Thought I could cheese my way out of it. Fine, whatever. God damn it. I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. Fine. Pay attention to the clue given by the knight on the right. There's only one path you can follow where the statue is on the left side. Okay. God damn it. I'm not even really thinking at this point. Like I tried this before. Here we have a statue on the left side. But this one isn't the solution apparently. Even though it has 4 turns and seems to satisfy everything except for maybe the middle one, which I don't see how you can do it at all if the instructions are followed precisely. I am looking at the clues. I've been fucking looking for minutes. Yeah, right. There's only one way to do that, but I don't see how that helps me at all. You mean like this? Or what? Just need to turn 1 turn later on the middle road. Not sure which solution you're referring to now. This doesn't make any sense. Neither do these. Okay, I see. Alright.
Let's do it, Miss Moya.
Just what I'd expect from the professor's apprentice.
Yeah, right. Totally what you'd expect of me fucking up. That sounds about right. See nothing, hurt nothing, know nothing, and we're not going to tell, hmm? You've worked out where Eve is, Maya, and you know where she's going, don't you? I sure do. It looks like she ran off toward Town Square. No! Why didn't we... we didn't even tell you. How did you work it out? You read our minds? Whoa, dude. Nah, man. The answer was in the puzzle. Say, shouldn't you be getting back before your captain goes ballistic? Touché. Closing to finding Eve. We're close. Whoops. Right, let's go and find her before she goes running off somewhere else. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I can really get used to this whole puzzle solving thing. No, it's just like the moment I saw the answer just felt so right. And wait, you know, it's like the moment I saw the answer it just felt so right. I'm not sure what I was doing there with that sentence. And it was right. Hey, I was right too, you know. Anyway, let's go. Let's go. All the way back. Right? Or was it? That's there. Okay, here we go. Nuts. It's you. High Inquisitor Darklaw. Oh my god. Now she's wearing even edgier costume. Oh, if it isn't you two, isn't it a bit late for you to be out strolling around? Dude, you gotta tell me, where did you get that edgy costume of yours? So, what are you doing here anyway? Seem a little different somehow. Well, well, aren't you quite the inquisitive ones? Shh. I'm the Inquisitor here, remember? Anyway, I happen to be on duty. On duty? This late at night? As long as there are witches in this town, there will always be crimes of magic. I'm directing the Knight's inquiry into a certain incident involving this bell tower. Can you spell inquiry like that? With an E? I suppose you can. Certain incident? Three months ago, an alchemist residing not far from here was murdered. Naturally, it was at the hand of a witch. You say an alchemist? That's just a bunch of bull patootie. Witch murdered an alchemist using magic? That's terrible. Indeed, it was a dreadful incident, and it was the only one to and it is the only case to remain unsolved. Nice, you found her username. The only incident to remain unsolved. That's the reason we are working on it through the night. Go home to the comfort of your beds. We wouldn't want you meeting a witch now, would we? Hey, I'm not a child, you know? It's we, Luke. We happen to be searching for a cat. It's a black cat called Eve. Hey, have you seen her? I have seen no sign of any cat. Not around here. Oh, really? But she has to be somewhere nearby. Come on, Luke. Let's look around for a bit more. Yeah, right you are, Maya. Well, thank you, High Inquisitor Darklaw. Thoughts? Maya Fey. Yeah? What's up, dude? Wait, that's weird. I don't remember telling you my name. A witch is in the most unlikely of places. You must remain vigilant. What did you mean by that? It was just being edgy, Maya. Never mind. Hey, Maya, over here. I found Eve. What's the matter? Come on. Sure. We have apparently solved the mystery of the edge. Eve! Eve, we found you finally. Eve! So glad you're safe. Bella would be so upset if anything happened to you. She sure would, Luke. She said that Eve is a real friend. Hopefully the boss will feel better too when we get Eve back home. I'm sure she will. Come on then, let's go back to the bakery. Oi! Stop it back there. That took us longer than I thought it would. I wonder if everyone's asleep. Getting close to daybreak, we should enter quietly and try not to wake anyone. Where on earth could those two have gone? After what happened earlier, you'd think they know better than go wandering about at night like this. Getting bright out already. I'm starting to worry that they came across a witch. If they don't show up soon, I suggest we go looking for them. After a trial like that, it makes me wonder where they get their energy from. Eve! Oh, Eve! Where were you? Ah, good morning, everyone. What do you mean, good morning? Where have you two been this whole time? Sorry, we didn't expect you to be gone for so long. I'd have thought you'd know better, Luke. What are you doing out there at this hour? Sorry, Professor, we went looking for Eve. Looking for Eve, you say? You mean you were both concerned that Eve was missing? Well, when Isabella comes home, she'll want Eve to meet her, won't she? After all, Eve is like a member of the family. Oh, you dears. Very considerate of you, thank you. But I want you to promise me that you won't go wandering around late at night like that again. Just not safe, what with all those witches out there. We promise. Sorry, boss. Me too. I should say. It's nearly morning already. Why don't you both go and get yourselves cleaned up? Already prepared breakfast, so jump to it. Yes, ma'am. Come to think of it, I'm so hungry I could eat one of Mary's goats. How about you, Luke? Now that you mention it, I'm definitely ready for breakfast. You certainly both love your food. Personally, I'd just like a little more sleep. Right then, let's eat breakfast and make our way to the court. Right to our professor. I'm sure Estella must be feeling lonely. Oh, and Mr. Wright, could you perhaps take something from the bakery for her? You bet. I'm sure Estella will be glad to get some of Patty's freshly baked bread. Come on, what are you all waiting for? Breakfast is ready. Alright, we're coming. Well then, let's dig in. Hold on. I got some honey and salt covered nuts here. Delicious. And as you know, it's customary for me to be a terrible streamer and eat shit without taking any care to mute the voice or anything. Alrighty. As it seems we're all ready to go, shall we make our way to the court? So, does everyone remember how to get there? Sure, we just head east from here, and it's on the other side of the forest, isn't it? Boy, Estella must be feeling so sad and lonely. Let's get a move on. Let's go! Coming back here makes me remember yesterday's trial. Bella's still being held somewhere inside the building. Yeah, and it's up to us to get her out as soon as we can. First thing we should do is make sure we're allowed to see her. You there! Yes, you! Uh-oh. There's nothing like a confrontation first thing in the morning to keep you on your toes. We're here to, visit our client. Not you we're interested in, it's Darkhat over there. He used to come with us immediately. Who, sir? Me, sir? Yes, sir, you, sir. What have you done this time? Professor, did you do something? I wonder what it could be. Luke, do you have any idea? Professor! Don't play innocent with us. The order came from the storyteller himself. You have been personally summoned to the audience room to see the storyteller. Audience room? Meeting the storyteller in person is the highest honor that can be bestowed upon a person. There is no one in all of Labyrinthia whom shouldn't be proud to meet him. That goes for us knights too, although such an honor is almost unheard of. Nevertheless, those were the orders. To have Herschel Layton make his way to the audience room. Very well, in this audience room, the storyteller will be waiting to see me, is that correct? What? Why does the storyteller want to see you, Professor? Yeah, what's going on here anyway? Thoughts? Would it be possible to go there after having seen Miss Cantabella? The storyteller's order is of the absolute highest priority. Nothing can take precedence. But... Not only that, but in any event, you are not permitted to see the accused. Why would that be? Permission to see the accused is restricted to Defender Wright and his assistant. Those are the orders. What do you make of that, Professor? Thoughts? Make of it what you will. Orders are orders. Very well, let's go meet the storyteller. That's more like it. Professor, are you really planning on meeting with the storyteller? Might be a trap. While I do sense the potential for a scheme here, it'd be foolish to pass up the opportunity to meet with this town's creator. There are rather too many things that I would like to ask him. I see. If the professor is going, then I'm going too. After all, I'm the assistant. Be careful, Luke. I'm sure you'll be just fine, as long as you stay with the professor. I will, and please give Espella our best. Oh, and Maya, could you give Espella the bread for Mrs. Eclair? Sure thing, Luke. Well, if we finally finish talking, I would suggest wasting no more time. You'll find the audience room beyond the guard post east of the Great Archive. And, Defender, you should see the accused. Well, it would seem we must go our separate ways for the time being. I want to listen to Journey again. Separate Ways is a good song. Looks like it. Well, take care, Professor. And you, Mr. Wright, I wish you both best of luck. Well, there they go. You think they'll be okay? Professor and Luke, I think they can take care of themselves. Anyway, you should hurry up and talk to Espella. Right? Even though she tries to hide it, inside she must be terrified. But if she's found guilty of being a witch, what will we do then? Last night we saw with our own eyes what they do to witches. Yeah, they sent into a fake death trap. It was neat. I want to ride that roller coaster. Not right. Any world where things like that are allowed to happen isn't right. I know, Maya, but for now we have no choice. We have to clear Espella of the charges. We need to focus on that and that alone. Great Witch Bizella. I wonder why they suspected Espella of being her. I don't know, but if we're lucky, maybe she'll be able to shed some light on it. Hey, Defender, it's time for you to see the accused. Well, this is it, Nick. It sure is. Let's go, Maya. Death Knell Dungeon, yeah. God damn it, who names these things in this fucking shitty ass world? Ah, Mr. Wright, Maya. Espella! So, this is a Death Knell Dungeon. Looks more like solitary confinement to me. Don't worry, I'm fine, really. It's just, I was a little surprised at how hard the bed was, and the rats that, they actually use dead rat corpses as polstering to repair the beds and stuff. It was kind of weird. Bella. Oh, that's right. I have something for you here. The boss made it for you. Look, it's our special walnut bread. You should try it. Oh, Patty made that for me? Thanks. We'll get you home soon, then we can all sit down and eat Patty's freshly baked bread together. Yeah, that would be nice. Going to have you out here soon, so don't you worry. That's. But are you sure you want to do that? What are you talking about? You really want to continue defending me? What? Of course. Otherwise, we wouldn't have any game to play. You do both know that I've been charged with, what I've been charged with, right? Sure do. They're accusing her of being Bizella. That's right, and anyone who defends such a suspect will also come under suspicion themselves. People are likely to criticize you and make you all suffer, all on my account. I can't ask you to defend me. I don't want you suffering because of me. Dots, listen to me, you fucking idiot. I'm already suffering just seeing you in this prison. I'm already suffering just seeing you. It's alright. Hey, I think I get it, Espella. I bet you're just worried that Nick will slip up the way he always does. Huh? Trust me, there's nothing to worry about. The Professor and Luke are on our side too. Plus, we can always bluff our way out of it. I know. Huh? That's not what I meant. I wouldn't think that at all. Mr. Wright, you were just amazing, if you know what you mean. You and Mr. Layton both, if you know what you mean. It was like you were working magic together. Oh no, this is... Well, that settles it then, Espella. And don't worry, we're going to be there for you. We'll fight to the very end. Two of us, the Professor and Luke, we'll all be working together on this thing. Won't let you down. That's what's wrong, Isabella. It's just that the only one who's ever been this kind to me is Aunt Petty. I don't know what to say. I'm not sure how to say this, but you're gay. It seems the townspeople are distancing themselves from you. It's as if they fear you for some reason. I couldn't imagine why. I can't believe they'd all think you, a cute girl like you, could be the Great Witch. That's Spella, we heard from the High Inquisitor Darklaw that there's a reason why people are so suspicious of you. If it's okay with you, we'd like you to tell us what that reason is. Reason the townsfolk suspect you and why they are so distant. That's alright, I guess I never had the chance to explain properly. True that the townsfolk look at me differently, and the reason for that is because I am specialize. 1-800 contacts? They can't have my brand. I have specialize. Well, Professor, we've reached the library, and the place at which the storyteller is waiting for us is east of here, isn't it? Indeedly. According to the knights, the audience room is past the guard post. I wonder what the creator of Labyrinth wants to talk to you about, Professor? Too soon to assume anything, Luke, but whatever it might be, I have a few things that I would like to ask him too. We should be thankful that this opportunity has come so soon, even if it is part of some scheme. Let's go, Professor, to the audience room. That's... aren't you? Herschel Layton, the Hatter? Well, I'm not a Hatter, although I certainly am Herschel Layton. I have been told that my presence is requested in the audience room. I've definitely heard something about that, but it's beyond me why. With all due respect, why would the storyteller invite mere commoners to the audience room? Aren't people normally allowed to visit? Of course not. Both the audience room and the tower in which he resides are areas of strict surveillance. One does not simply visit the storyteller. Did you say tower? Storyteller's tower, naturally. Don't tell me you've never heard of it. He only comes out of this tower to appear before the people in his parades. The audience room is where the storyteller comes whenever there is a parade. We, the Order of Knights, provide this protection from his guard post. We feel honored by his presence, even if he doesn't speak to us. I see. Then it would seem we are extremely privileged by having been invited here. Don't let it get to your head. Wait here while I open the gate. Come to think of it, during the parade, the storyteller did seem to be held in high esteem by all the townsfolk. Indeed, Luke, after all, he is the author of this town's story, so he's effectively like some kind of god. Like a god? Someone tell me this isn't happening. Fuck, we need to solve more puzzles. God damn it, it's broken. Here, have this puzzle, that'll totally fix it. Anyway. It's lunchtime and the knights are all eager to eat their share. They have all stabbed their swords into the massive piece of meat at the same time. One of the swords is not a standard knight issue and has an oddly curved blade. Examine the blades and find the owner of the strange sword. Oh my goodness. This one here. Right? Yeah. Pretty sure. Ah.
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills. You should expect no less from a gentleman.
There we go. Also, how could you have even stabbed that fucking thing in there? If it has a bend like that, you can't really do that. Thanks to you, Sir Hatter, I've been able to have it repaired immediately. I'm glad you were able to fix it. A puzzle like that is a piece of cake for the professor. As I suspected all along, you're certainly no ordinary gentleman. To be able to solve a simple puzzle like that is unbelievable because I'm a retard. Oh boy. You know, I don't mind like the idea of having like the fucking stupid premise of having a world where you get your way through solving puzzles, as long as they wouldn't constantly pretend that he's some fucking super genius. Because I don't deal with flattery like that. Wow, no matter where I look, there are dicks everywhere. Indeed, the knights have their guard post on this side of the gate. Given the grandness of the scale, I imagine they are living here too. But I wonder exactly where around here we're supposed to meet the storyteller. That knight said to go to the audience room, wherever that is. If the name is grand as audience room, you'd think it would be easy to notice. Look, can you see the long flight of stairs over there? I think we should go and take a look. Flight of stairs? Ah, I see it. I was almost blind. There's also a building over there. Looks rather stately. Do you think that's where the audience room is? Indeed, my boy. However, there seems to be something going on over there. From the looks of things, I don't think we'll be able to just ignore it and stroll right by. At any rate, let's go and take a look. How many times do I gotta tell you? Ain't this suspicious guy you're after? And you expect us to believe you just because you say so, eh? You can save us all the time and trouble here. Just admit your guilt and be done with it. Gotta be kidding me. This is a false accusation. Come on, why won't you listen to me? I admit my face might look a little scary, sure, but I'm telling you straight. My pals are always saying there's no one with a pure heart and good old color. Oh, spare me. Getting nowhere here. Hey, knights. Yes, sir. Put this miserable wretch into solitary confinement. Yes, sir, Captain. Oi, oi. What are you doing? I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you. Seem to have your hands full here. May I ask what happened? Hey, if it isn't you two, you mean to tell me you're the ones that the storyteller has summoned? That's us, alright. You can't go chasing us around the way you did before. Rats. By the way, Captain, what has that man been accused of? What has he done? He is guilty of carrying out a heinous crime of assault and theft. How many times do I gotta say it? If it weren't me, it's a false accusation. I'm totally innocent. Silence. Who else could have done it? Can you tell me a little more about this? Well, I had a feeling you wanted to know. You seem to like poking your nose into other people's business. A series of thefts have been occurring in this town, and at the same time, a suspicious figure has been sighted. Now, I ask you, does this man look suspicious to you? Clearly it has to be him. If only this guy were black. Then we'd have biting social commentary. He got it all wrong. I heard there was a thief in the area. That's why I teamed up with them townsfolk to keep the lookout for the blighter. And that ain't all. Even found a way to make sure every damn corner of the town was being watched. Place yourselves in positions where we didn't obstruct one another's line of sight. My drift? Impossible, blah blah, here's a puzzle. just write whatever you want to say into one message instead of fucking one word per message. How's that for an idea? There are reports of a thief lurking around in the town center. The townsfolk are in charge of guard duty. There are 2 conditions to their stakeout. Have a perfect view of all the streets. Their viewing range never overlaps. Okay. I remember this one. I remember it being a pain in the dick. That's great. There we go.
I've already seen the answer. Come what may, puzzles are there to be solved.
Yeah, right, yes, I agree. I really don't like the limitations on the YouTube chat. They're fucking retarded, and I wish I could tune them myself. I would like to be able to turn it off and like allow links and images and stuff, but nothing I can do about that. I would never have guessed such a solution could exist. So, you believe me now? Was telling the truth. Real culprit must still be on the loose, going around stealing stuff in broad daylight. Then it looks like we have no choice. Let him go. You'd better head back to the crime scene and go over it again with a fine-tooth comb. Yes, Captain. Yeah, I know, it's not designed with that in mind, but still it would be good. Because I can even imagine like medium scale streams to want to have like links in their chat. I don't know who you two are, but you're a bit too sharp to be some regular townsfolk. Not at all, we're nothing so special, just a couple of regular English gentlemen. English, eh? So what is that, your title? Well, whatever it may be, it's not normal to be summoned directly by the storyteller himself. It would appear you are indeed something special. Storyteller is in the audience room. I wouldn't keep him waiting if I were you. As for the audience room, it's in the building at the top of those stairs. Building up there, just as we thought. Thank you. Just mind your manners when you're in the presence of the storyteller, you hear me? If I hear any sign of trouble, you'll regret it. This goes to show how highly the knights regard the storyteller. Now then, let's move on, Luke. Right, let's go, Professor. Why does this guy have a fucking room dedicated to meeting people if he never actually meets people? Seems kind of weird. The storyteller should be in here, right? I'm starting to feel a little nervous. This area is totally deserted. All I can hear is the wind. Looks as if not even the knights are allowed to come up here. Relay is treated almost like a god. I wonder what someone like that wants to talk to us about. Nuts. Huh? Professor, the door won't open. Hello? Is anybody there? Dots. No reply. It appears there is no keyhole. This is no ordinary lock mechanism. Inviting someone to visit you only to lock them out? That's a bit rude. Just a moment, Luke. If you look closely, you'll see there's a puzzle. Oh my god, a puzzle. Who'd have thunk it? What? Oh, okay, I see. I see. Okay. There we go.
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills. Ah, the joy of solving puzzles.
We did it, Professor! That should open the door.
Suddenly voice acting.
It would seem that we have proven ourselves worthy.
Labyrinthia's creator is waiting for us inside.
The creator of this town. I wonder what he intends to say. Are you all right, Luke? I imagine you must be a little nervous.
Who, me? Well, to be honest, I suppose I am. Just a little. But don't worry, Professor. I can do this. Let's go. Let's meet the storyteller.
Very well. Muster your courage. We're going in.
Right you are, Professor.
Yeah, Layton's voice actor is great. I really like
And thus the guests finally made their appearance. I bid you welcome to Labyrinthia, the town governed by stories.
nice owl, dude.
I've been waiting for you, Herschel Layton.
What I was gonna say is, I also really like Catriella's Japanese voice actress. Mostly because she has like a deeper voice, which I always appreciate. I just hope they're going to reflect that in the English voiceover. But I don't know if they will.
I believe I should say, it is an honor, Mr. Storyteller.
You're the creator of Labyrinthia. But why did you call the professor here?
I have summoned you so that I may ask you why you are here.
I beg your pardon?
What are you talking about?
Somehow the story is writing it on its own.
In
I don't
writing
know
the
how you
story,
got
I
here.
provide everything, and in turn, take everything away. I give each person a story, and weave the intertwining webs of fate. However, it would appear that interlopers have found their way into the story. The two of you.
You mean to say that my presence here was not written in your story?
Precisely. And so I must ask you, exactly how did you find your way into this world?
In truth, we found ourselves here somewhat inadvertently. We were brought here by a book called the Historia Labyrinthia. I am led to believe it was you who wrote that book. Surely you cannot deny it.
It would appear I have found it. the source of the corruption within my story.
Corruption?
In other words, you consider our presence to be a hindrance to your story. Is that correct?
Not only you, there was another man who tried to change the course of my story.
Ah,
You mean Carmina Accidenti?
Carmine. So, there is a connection between him and the two of you after all.
Oops.
Your presence here is, shall I say, a slight inconvenience. The story of Labyrinthia is about to take a turn towards its grand finale.
grand finale?
Indeed, a conclusion that requires a climax of epic proportions.
If you know what he means.
The identity of the great witch Vizela is made public. She is tried in the court and finally destroyed. At last, peace will be restored to the town. The final scenario is close at hand.
The identity of the Great Witch? Do you mean...
Ah,
Back to here, I guess. It's true that the townsfolk look at me in a different way. And the reason for that is because... I am the storyteller's daughter. You woke me? When I first came down into the town, everyone was friendly. Perhaps they thought that if they got to know me, things would go well for them. That was the impression I had. That sounds like the kind of thing people would probably do. But obviously not me. I wouldn't do anything like that. No one's accusing you of anything, Maya. But unfortunately, things didn't work out the way people hoped they would. Well, people should realize that good things don't come easy. Then one day, someone just happened to bump into me in town. And I was knocked over. Later that night, that same person was attacked by a witch and killed by her magic. I don't know whether it was just a coincidence or not, but after that, everyone's attitude towards me changed. Started saying things like, it's best to keep away from her, or you'll have a bad story written about you. All because I'm the storyteller's daughter. What's the storyteller thinking? What do you mean? Well, he has his daughter stuck in a place like this, and if he didn't write her such a bad story, she wouldn't have to suffer like this. Anyway, the investigation has only just begun. Spell, if it's okay with you, I'd like to ask you a few more questions. Of course, I'd like to help you in any way I can. Oh boy. This might be difficult for you to answer, but why are you not living with the storyteller? I mean, with your father. I did live with him before. We lived together on the edge of the town in the storyteller's tower. When I was little, he was very kind and always listened to what I had to say, but then at some point or other, he started to become distant. If you think about it, I guess it's only natural, because he had to write the story for every single person in the town. As he became busier and busier, I was left alone in the tower. And that's the reason I decided to leave home with Eve and live in the town. I stayed with Aunt Patty and helped her out at the bakery. Now you two are here at the shop too, but my dad... I don't believe he'd write a story where his own daughter is the Great Witch Vizela. Maybe the professor will be able to find out the storyteller's true motives. And what about Patty? Does she know anything about your past? Have you ever told her that you're the storyteller's daughter? Yeah, she knows. When the other people in town started avoiding me, Aunt Patty was the only one who stood by me that whole time. Yeah, Patty's always looking out for you. There's so much I have to thank her for. It's been 5 years since I left my dad and started living with Aunt Patty. She's always been so kind. It's been like a mother to me. Now that you mention it, what about your real mother, Isabella? Actually, I can't remember anything about her. According to my dad, she died in an accident when I was so young. And that's really all I know. He didn't tell me any more than that. I see. By the way, I don't think anybody really heard it yesterday when I announced this, but I tried out The Witcher 3 real quick, and it seems I can stream it while running it on medium quality settings quite fluently, around 30 frames, 35 frames a second. That's good enough for me. I'm looking forward to streaming that. Not sometime soon. After I finish this game, I want to move on to Abduction. And but after Abduction, probably Witcher 3, most likely. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that myself quite a lot. Anyway, back to this. Bella, we believe in you. There's no way you can be the Great Witch Bezella. That's right. That's why we'll find the real Great Witch. Real Great Witch. But Great Witch is only a character of legend. How could you possibly find her? Well, admittedly, at the moment we have no real leads. Actually, to be honest, we know next to nothing. We were supposed to have been living with you for 5 years now, but that memory turned out to be completely phony. Do you have any ideas at all, Isabella? Anything that could give us a clue? I guess it's a lot to ask. All magic-related incidents are thoroughly investigated by the Knights of the Inquisition. And if there were any clues as to the whereabouts of the Great Witch, then I believe they would have found them. I guess you're right. As far as I know, there's not a single incident that has remained unsolved by the Inquisitors. Wait a minute, that's not right. What is it, Maya? Heard about there being no unsolved incidents left. What? Last night, me and Luke ran into High Inquisitor Darklaw. Wait, what? She said she was investigating some kind of incident with magic. She said that it took place 3 months ago, I think. Apparently it's the only incident that has remained unsolved. Unsolved incident. Oh, now that you mention it, I remember hearing rumors about such a case. Spell about that incident. Could you tell us about it in more detail? I'll have to ask you to stop right there, Defender. Designated time is up. You're to leave immediately. How convenient. No way! Just got to the good part. It's alright, Maya. I really don't know much about that incident, but perhaps you could try asking an Inquisitor about it. Hey, Isabella, thanks for the help. Alright, we'll see you again real soon. Keep your spirits up. Thank you. Take care, both of you. Deus Ex is probably after I finish Ruin Factory 4. I want to hold off on that game for a good while. Maybe even later than that, I'm not sure. Anyway, Mr. Wright, Maya, you're both doing so much for me. Thoughts? I wonder if there's anything I could do for both of them in return. Great Witch Bezella, until now I hadn't given it much thought. Great Witch, legendary, flying over flames, inferno. Oh my. What's this?
What was that? That inferno. Were these things my memories?
Nah, man, just dreams. This town's one and only unsolved incident of magic. I'm sure she said something about an alchemist who lost her life to a witch. Alchemist was attacked. Got that from High Inquisitor Darklaw, right? Right, when I was searching for Eve last night. Meant to tell you about it, but I totally slipped my mind. That's suspicious, alright? This might just be the lead that will take us to the Great Witch. Okay, let's get to investigating. We can do this thing. Yeah, so, I guess first we should check out the Inquisitor's Hall, right? Might just learn something there. Sure, let's get going. On the other hand, we may just learn how unwelcome we are there. Hey, come on, Nick. Enough of that wishy-washy attitude. I didn't even say anything. Hello, Locke. Wait a minute. That aggressive bark. Please tell me that isn't... Aha! It's Constantine. He looks happy to see us. Wish I could say the feeling was mutual. Once bitten, twice shy. That pretty much sums me up right now. Really? I don't know. I think he's looking much friendlier today, if you ask me. See? Come on, Nick. Pet him just once. Well, well, if it isn't Sir Blue Knight, exactly what are you doing over there on all fours? Oh, Inquisitor Barnum! Glad to see you again. Actually, there's something we'd like to ask you about. Come on, Nick, sign up already. I'd like to meet that Mutt's owner face to face. How foolish. Constantine happens to be mine, and the true knight's companion he is. He needn't waste time sinking his teeth into the likes of you. I had a hunch. So Constantine really is your dog, huh? I don't mind the nerve of this guy. He just sits back and lets his dog fight people. I mean me. Never mind that. What is it that you want to talk about? Just make it quick, Sir Blue Knight. So, the Inquisitors are the ones who investigate incidents of magic in this town, aren't you? Yes, of course. If you don't mind, we'd like to ask you about that unsolved incident with magic. There's one thing you must never forget. The Knights of the Inquisition excel at their work. Right. All incidents of magic perpetrated by the witches are dealt with by the Inquisitors, without exception. Spoken with that usual calm and collected air of confidence. That's interesting. You see, we heard different. Apparently there is one particular incident that still remains unsolved. Something about an alchemist being murdered? Ring any bells? What? Who did you get that information from? Well, High Inquisitor Darklaw. Well, why the blazes didn't you say so? You could have saved us some time. Huh? Wasn't my fault. High Inquisitor has put me on the spot by leaking such information to the likes of you. Well, I suppose it leaves nothing for it. I'll tell you the whole story since I do not believe in doing things by halves. Please, go ahead, we're all ears. It was 3 months ago that an alchemist living near the town square was murdered. Sorry, Inquisitor Barnum, but I'm kinda lost already. Is there a difference between alchemy and magic? When it comes to something that difficult, it will do no good asking me. Huh? Seems that while the townspeople respected him, they also treated him with caution. They respected him? He used his skills to make medical consultations that acted much like a physician. The efficacy of his cures was almost like magic. He was famous within his neighborhood. In fact, he was sometimes referred to as Dr. Belduc by the townspeople. At any rate, it's safe to say that Sir Belduc was no witch. How can you say for sure? That's simple. Sir Belduc was a man. Well, can't really argue with that. Sir Belduc came to a mysterious end 3 months ago. A mysterious end? There were 2 things about his death that cannot be explained rationally. Firstly, the murder scene. His body was discovered in his residence in the study. The room was locked. There was no conceivable way the crime could have been committed except by witchcraft. Isn't that what people call a locked room mystery? Huh? A what? Oh, it's nothing, really. So what was the other mysterious thing? Secondly, until then, all incidents involving witches have been foretold in the story. told in the story. However, the murder of Sir Belduke did not appear in the story. Such a thing had never occurred before. So, not only was this the only unsolved incident in Labyrinth's history, but it was also the only incident not to be predicted. This definitely sounds worth investigating. You certainly are an interesting one. Huh? Do you think you can solve this incident alone when the Knights of the Inquisition have been working on it for 3 months? I must say that I have some confidence. We don't know unless we try. You may risk becoming the target of some terrifying witch's vengeance. I'm hoping that was a joke. Well, I suppose you may as well take a look. Who knows? You may even find something. Sir Belduke's residence is just beyond the town square. Ask anyone around here, they'll soon point you in the right direction. Thanks. I believe our courtroom battles are far from over. Till we meet again in court. I'll see you then, Inquisitor. Okay. Bitches, faggot. Well, we've reached the square, but I wonder where the alchemist's residence is. Hey Nick, look over there! Blah, blah. Street leading away from the square. Hey, you're right, let's go take a look. So, this is Sir Belduke's residence. It definitely looks like an alchemist's house. I've never seen plants like these before. So, what do we do now? Just because the owner's deceased, we can't exactly go barging in. Have you noticed just how well kept his yard is? Looks like someone is still living here. Someone has definitely been doing the upkeep around here, that's for sure. Hey, who's that over there? Culprit. My sincere apologies. I'm afraid medicaments are no longer being provided here. Huh? Did you not come here for medicaments of some kind? No, we didn't come here for that. Here to investigate the incident, one involving Sir Belduke. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but you do not look like members of the Knights of the Inquisition. Well, I'm Phoenix Wright. And you, I'm guessing you live here. Indeed. My name is Jean Greyer. I was butler to the late Master Belduke. Wow, a butler. This must be my first time meeting a real one. Well, Mr. Greyer, if you don't mind. Greyer, actually, it should be. Because that's a cheese. Anyway. I've been told that the incident involving your master was shrouded in mystery. Has it got something to do with the Great Witch Brizella? I'm trying to investigate that at the moment. Great Witch Brizella? Am I right in supposing that you are defending Isabella Cannabella? Well, actually, yeah, sure. So you know Isabella, do you? That goes without saying. Everyone around here knows her. You think you can help us? We're here looking for leads. Else. While he was alive, the master taught me the value of investigating the truth. While he was alive, the master taught me the value of investigating the truth that governs the natural world. If you too are investigating the truth, then it would be against his teachings for me not to cooperate with you. Would you both like to come in? We can discuss the matter further inside. That'd be great. Thanks, Mr. Gruyere. Whoa, he's spoken like a true butler. He's a pretty cool guy, isn't he, Nick? How late is it? Oh boy, yeah, I'm gonna have to call this stop soon. I didn't expect this to go on for this fucking long. What is this room? This is the room that Master Belduke kindly provided as my accommodation. So, is this the room where the incident took place? That would be the Master's study. It is a room right next door. However, the state of the room has been carefully preserved since the incident 3 months ago. As such, entry into the room is not currently permitted. Really? Bummer. Is that by the order of the Knights of the Inquisition by any chance? Yes, and as I have lived with the monster ever since an early age, he also decided it would be only fitting for me to stay on and keep the place in order. So you've been looking after the place ever since Belduke passed away. That's correct. Now then, is there anything further you wish to discuss? I wish to discuss saving this game and stopping the stream for now, because I want to get to bed early. And hopefully avoid getting another fucking migraine attack during the night that'll make me puke my guts out. But yeah, I guess we'll finish this tomorrow, maybe? I'm not sure. We'll see, I guess. Tomorrow is movie night again, and it's gonna be a long one, I believe. But probably stream in the afternoon or early evening to do more of this. Probably. Alright. It's been fun though. I've enjoyed this more than other times, probably because I put more effort into it. Maybe I should try to do that more often. Alright. Well then, thanks for joining me and all that. Have a good night, and yeah, maybe see you tomorrow. Depends on whether you're free and whether you give a shit. But yeah, good night.